losers, but we winning though. They used to laugh at us, now we winning though. They used to tell me never in my lifetime.
All right, what is going on, folks? Welcome to another exciting episode of Strong Arm Sports. It's been a while, man. We got a ton of info to give to you guys, man. I'm KSpadeTheProspect.
I'm your boy, LeParis57, and together we form Strong Arm Sports. Spade, let me kick it off, man. NBA free agent frenzy has went down. A lot of moves happened. A lot of moves we thought was going to happen may not happen. So can I kick it off?
Yeah, let's go ahead, man. Let's go.
All right, let's talk about LaMarcus Aldridge. It looked like, he met up with some teams. Some of the meetings went well. Some of the meetings didn't go so well. But it looked like LaMarcus Aldridge is favored to go to the San Antonio Spurs. First, before you talk about that move, let's talk about LaMarcus Aldridge meeting with the Lakers, because everybody was like, LaMarcus Aldridge is a fit with the Lakers. They was in the hunt for Aldridge and Love and all these guys, and LaMarcus Aldridge said no, sir. What do you think about that?
Well, the reports came out that LaMarcus Aldridge pretty much said that the presentation went well until Kobe came in. Some of the things he didn't get specific, not from what I read, but some of the things that Kobe was saying didn't click well with LaMarcus Aldridge. And I'm going to be honest with you, bro. I don't think LA ever was a place that LA was considering going. I think it was about going around and hearing all these pitches and getting some free lunches out of the deal and getting a chance to see your name up on the banner. I just think at this point, like, a lot of people talk about LaMarcus Aldridge like he's a young guy. LaMarcus Aldridge is 30. He's been in the league for a decade, damn near. You know what I'm saying? This guy at this point, he wants to win. And of the teams that he had on his palette, we all know the best spot for him to land was San Antonio.
I agree 100%. I think the Spurs was definitely the best fit. A lot of people were saying Tim Duncan was going to groom LA. I don't know about that.
Ain't no grooming, bitch.
Yeah, I don't know about grooming. I think he's a good fit over there in San Antonio. I think him and Tim Duncan could form that twin tower. I think, if I'm not mistaken, they traded Tiago Splitter, so he's out of there. So one of those guys who's not known for wanting to be a center, one of those guys will have to play the 5. I don't know how they're going to work that out. They also signed David. They also signed David West over there. He took like $10-11 million less to go over there and play with the Spurs. So the Spurs are definitely, building some people over there. As far as LaMarcus Aldridge with the Lakers.
Wait.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, you said the Spurs are building some people?
Yeah, they got. Yeah,
the Spurs are buying.
Uh-oh.
And it's funny because the Spurs, that whole thing against the Heat was built, not bought.
Yeah.
And I guess they meant just for that year because they buying right now. But go ahead, bro.
I think they was trolling, Spade. Everybody want to get better. And, they getting better through free agency this year. You ain't mad at it.
I'm a Heat fan, so I took offense to that.
Okay,
because they made it sound like if they could pick up a big piece in free agency, they wouldn't want to. Because they only want to build from the draft. Like, get that out of here. Yeah. Any team in the league, if they can pick up a big piece in free agency and they got the cap space to do it, they're going to do it. So throw that whole built not bought stuff in the trash.
Yeah, I agree.
Buying right now, Spurs.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Every team in the NBA want to get better. However you get better, whether it's free agency, the draft, whatever, you just want to be better. And all that built not bought, that's whack. I thought they was trolling. I ain't taking that serious, but I ain't a Heat fan. But as far as LaMarcus Aldridge with the Lakers, LaMarcus, like you said, LaMarcus Aldridge said that the meeting went well until Kobe Bryant came in, and he actually had a second meeting, and Kobe Bryant didn't sit in the second meeting. But my thing is, if Kobe went in there trying to sell LaMarcus, like, I got 5 rings, blah, 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 went in there and trying to be all demanding with LaMarcus Aldridge, that was the wrong approach. Kobe should have been selling LaMarcus Aldridge like, yo, you about to be the man, you about to take over. I'm doing the quote fingers here. Allegedly on my way out, Mitch Kupchak came on and said that this is Kobe last year with the Lakers. You know what I mean? We have to see how that play out. But if he went in there like, yo, I got 5 rings and blah, 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 with his chest poked out, LaMarcus Aldridge probably was like, you ain't even been playing the last 3 years. So that was not the right approach if that's how Kobe went in there. Now, like you said, LaMarcus Aldridge probably had no interest in joining the Lakers. He just wanted to be courted. Those guys threw out the red carpet for him. And if anything could have changed his mind, Kobe messed it up. You know what I'm saying? He messed it up. But I like LaMarcus Aldridge going to the Spurs.
Yeah, I like it. The Kobe fans won't like this, but Kobe had a chance to helped them bring in Kevin Love.
Yeah.
Struck out. Had a chance to help them bring in Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah.
Struck out.
Yeah.
So, I mean, at this point, pretty much looking like Jared Dudley knew what he was talking about. But let's talk about another free agent name that's floating around that might be, I'm saying might because when we get to the end of this thing, it's a curveball that messed everybody up.
You ain't lying.
But Rajon Rondo seems to have found a home in Sacramento. Now, the strange thing there is, last time I checked, they had a pretty decent point guard named Darren Collison. So I don't really know what to think about this. I think Rondo has kind of burnt bridges in the past, and it's really not many places that needs a disgruntled, angry-ass point guard that can't shoot.
Yeah.
And everybody told me that Kobe and Rondo was like this, and he ended up in L.A. Turns out Rondo didn't go there either. How do you feel about this whole thing with Rondo in Sacramento?
You know, I was a Rondo fan. Me and you kind of had, it wasn't an argument, but a debate. Let me say a debate about, Rondo. I was saying that I like Rondo, and you was like, man, he a problem. Wherever he go, people don't like him. And you know what? They come to find out that you are telling the truth. He went to Dallas. Dallas had like one of the best offensive ratings before he got there. And when he got there, they went down to like 17th or 20th. Like, he pretty much killed the Mavs. He killed them. So I think the Kings was probably his only option. I don't know if anybody else was going to sign him. Especially Rondo got in trouble. His mouth got him in trouble. Cost him a max deal. I think he signed for like a 1 year deal for like $9 or $10 million. And it could have been a max contract if Rondo would have just played ball, shut up, lose the attitude, and just do what he do. Rondo, first of all, you can't shoot. So you a guy that can shoot, can't make free throws. You got an attitude. Don't nobody want to put up with that. Now, if you was a different type of player, you had that jumper. I guarantee you, and this might make Spade mad, but I guarantee you, if Steph Curry had a little bit of an attitude problem like Rondo, a lot more people will put up with it because Steph Curry, he's an amazing shooter. Like, he's that guy when it comes to
he brings it come game time.
So a lot of people will put up with it more than they will with Rondo. Only thing Rondo is basically a facilitator and a decent defender. Like, he was a good defender, but now he's just a decent defender, and people don't like him. So I see the Kings as probably the only spot he could have landed. I mean, looking around the league, a lot of people are drafting young point guards, and they just ain't beat for. They want people they can groom, not people that the team is not going to get along with, and that's Rondo. We have to wait and see how this is going to pan out with Boogie Cousins and Rondo on the same team. Two dudes that are notoriously known for having a bad attitude. We have to wait and see how that's going to pan out.
That's what I was thinking.
All right, moving on. If you guys haven't been in the news, we kind of spoke on the Lakers a little bit, but the Lakers actually made an acquisition. They acquired center.
Late.
Go ahead.
No, I was just saying it was late. Like, they made moves in the ninth inning, basically.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like, it's the fourth quarter and there's 2 minutes left. Then they losing.
Right.
They down big, so they throwing Hail Marys. So, the Lakers actually acquired former Pacers center, Roy Hibbert, in exchange for a second-round pick, which the Pacers didn't want him anyway. They was trying to trade him last year. And they also acquired six-man of the year, Lou Williams. Spade, how you feel about these moves?
I'm not thoroughly impressed. Laker fans are excited. I mean, they feel like Hibbert is a improvement over Zachary, or however you say the guy's name. I assume that's a bump up. I like Lou Williams. What I don't know is, I don't know how it's gonna work. And I know Kobe's getting older. I know his health is a big question mark, and I also know we don't know how many minutes a game Kobe's going to be playing. But between Kobe and Nick Young and Lou Williams, I don't know if it's enough basketball there. And it may turn out to be a great pickup. But as of right now, I'm not turning flips like, ooh, they got Roy Hibbert and Lou Williams. Yeah. They ready now. I'm just not sold on it.
So you talked about Lou Williams. Let me talk about Roy Hibbert. Now, when Roy Hibbert, and I'm going to keep it brief, Spade. I'm going to keep it brief. Now, Roy Hibbert, when he was with the Spurs, he kind of had an issue with Lance Stevenson. Like Lance Stevenson was kind of getting in him, and it kind of messed up Roy Hibbert's whole game. So, like, Lance Stevenson getting on Roy Hibbert could throw Roy Hibbert game off. What do you think going to happen when Kobe Bryant digging that ass? Like, for real. Like, Kobe Bryant is
ugly, yo.
Kobe Bryant is way worse than Lance Stevenson. Like, way worse. Dwight Howard, who's much as I hate Dwight Howard and other people don't like Dwight Howard is 10 times better than Roy Hibbert, and he couldn't stand Kobe Bryant. So what is Kobe Bryant getting at Roy Hibbert going to do to Roy Hibbert psyche if he couldn't even take Lance Stevenson getting at him? I don't know, Laker fans.
You're going to see a big, tall, giant man cry. That's what you're going to see.
You know what?
Bro, before we move on, let me tell you this.
Go ahead.
The best news of this whole free agency period for the Lakers is that Lou Williams bringing 2 girls with him. That's the best news I got to share.
Word.
All right?
Word.
2 girls coming with Lou.
Yeah.
All right, so let me jump on another subject,
before you move on. A lot of Laker fans on Twitter was going ham saying, "Oh, we got Roy Hibbert, he better than Sakari." But ask yourself, is he? Jordan Hill started for y'all at center. Is he better than Jordan Hill? I don't know, Spade. I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. Time will tell.
Yeah, time will tell.
But let's talk about the Cavaliers.
Okay.
I mean, the Cavaliers is a team that you can't help but pay a lot of attention to. For one, they got the best player in the NBA. Let him tell it. The best player on the planet. Okay. Simple, as he says. And I don't know what is going on over there. I don't know if LeBron has a goal to empty Dan Gilbert's wallet or what. But these guys are signing people left and right. They tossing around figures that's blowing my mind, and I don't really know how they're doing it all.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know, LeBron James has yet to re-sign. He did opt out, and then he said that he wouldn't sign back until everybody was brought back that he wanted back. The last person in this whole thing is Tristan Thompson, who I was hearing numbers like $80 million.
Yeah.
Basically a max deal for Tristan. They're breaking people off left and right. They just brought Mo Williams in. And recently, I heard LeBron wants them to go after Joe Johnson, who we know the Atlanta Hawks broke off a couple of years, 2-3 years ago. Mm-hmm. So his contract ain't cheap either. What the hell is going on over there, bro?
Let me tell you something. And I ain't even mad at LeBron, because you want to know what? If LeBron's goal is to break Dan Gilbert, break him. Because the way Dan Gilbert sent LeBron out the first go round and all that letter and stuff. So if LeBron want to be like, you know what, bring in who I want. I mean, that probably was part of LeBron coming back. He probably was like, I gotta be a GM. I gotta have say on who we bring in or who we kicking out of here. And it's probably in LeBron's contract, in that small fine print that we don't get to see. It's probably in there. So I ain't really mad at LeBron. If he want to bring in these elite big time players like Joe Johnson and these guys, make it happen, Bron. Make it happen. We got to talk about. Let me start from the beginning. Spade. So if you guys haven't heard, Deandre Jordan ended up signing a 4-year, $80 million contract with the Dallas Mavericks. But hold up, there's more. So a lot of people was talking about what are the Clippers doing and yada yada yada. So JJ Redick showed up on the radio show, and JJ Redick said, "I'm giving us an F, and then he gave an F minus. He gave him an F minus. So JJ Redick kind of stirred the pot, and now the Clippers are on their high horse to try and get DeAndre back. They setting up meetings to try and get DeAndre Jordan back to LA. Spade, should DeAndre go or should he go to Dallas?
Man, I've been waiting to talk about this all day.
Okay.
The guys that follow me on Twitter, we had like a Twitter, I don't even know what you want to call it. Like we had a huge Twitter debate, and it seemed like it was me against the world on this DeAndre Jordan topic. So let me kind of piggyback off what you said. The rumor is that in a phone call, DeAndre Jordan told Blake Griffin that he was starting to have second thoughts about the decision he made to commit the next 4 years of his career to the Dallas Mavericks. Blake Griffin took it back to the Clippers organization, and they decided, oh, you know what? Maybe we haven't lost out on him. Maybe we got a chance to still keep him. Mm-hmm. Now everybody's jumping around doing whatever they can do to get DeAndre Jordan. Let me say this. It came out that DeAndre Jordan, for one, had issues with Chris Paul.
Okay.
That's one. For two, he said he wanted to go somewhere where he could be, quote unquote, the man. Mm-hmm. Now, this is where me and the rest of the world disagree. People was like, DeAndre can't be the man. He can't shoot. He ain't got no jumper. He can't shoot free throws. Last time I checked, Dwight Howard ain't got a jumper and can't shoot free throws. Shaquille O'Neal didn't have a jumper and couldn't shoot free throws. And I'm not saying that DeAndre Jordan is either one of these guys. I'm saying the big difference besides talent level, between these guys and DeAndre Jordan is that they were given the platform to show what they can do.
That's true.
Every starter on the Clippers team has more of a green light than DeAndre Jordan, and it's at least two guys that come off the damn bench that got more of a green light than DeAndre Jordan. And you guys are saying DeAndre should be okay with that? I could take half of you to an NBA 2K game and let you shoot 3 times a game. After 2 games, you're going to want to quit. You can't even play a My Career game and not get the damn ball.
That's
but
right.
y'all want DeAndre Jordan to play his whole career with he gets no plays ran for him. His only touches are alley-oops and offensive rebounds that he puts back.
Yeah.
And y'all want him to be okay with that? Like, I feel like people being tremendously unfair to DeAndre Jordan. And if I'm DeAndre, I bolt my ass to Dallas. I don't walk I bolt to Dallas. I get the hell away from the Clippers. The Clippers ain't it. Chris Paul ain't it. And Doc, now you want to fly over there and talk to DeAndre? You should have been talking to DeAndre the whole time. It took a phone call to Blake for y'all to go, oh, let's try. Like, DeAndre, bolt, man. Get out. That's what I do.
All great points, Spade. And if I'm DeAndre, I'm out too. I'm leaving. And a lot of people are saying that the Mavs don't got a point guard and blah, blah, blah. Man, how? Trust me. Listen, y'all. If I'm DeAndre, I'd be like, damn, a point guard, because I had one over there, and he wouldn't even give me dap at the free throw. So, I ain't like the one I had. So, J.J. Barea could throw a lot. Devin Harris could throw a lot.
Let me throw this in too, bro. And then I promise I'll be quiet. Let me throw this in. After it's come out that he's got the relationship issues with Chris Paul, and how the hell that's supposed to work? You just going to come back and be friends with Chris Paul now? Like, that's not going to work. I feel like DeAndre Jordan did a great job of keeping whatever issues he had with Chris Paul under wraps.
I agree.
Nobody knew. He didn't show it in the court. You know, in the games on the court, there was never times where you saw him bickering back and forth. You would see Chris Paul bark stuff at him, but Chris Paul kind of bark at everybody. That's what he does. But DeAndre dealt with it. And then he decided, you know what, I want to go somewhere. Who knows? People telling me he ain't got no post game. How the hell you know? When they run a post play for DeAndre Jordan, you don't know. Right. He might actually have a decent one. And even if he don't, with some practice, I think he could probably get one. But he ain't going to get no plays called for him in L.A. Get out of there, DeAndre. Run, bro.
Get up by. I agree, bro. I agree 100%, man. I agree.
All right. So, you know what? Let's talk some other NBA news is actually not free agent news.
Okay.
As you guys know, man, every week, every month, we get a new top who's it in the NBA. It seems like it's forever changing. And right now, a name that you're constantly hearing in the top 3, some people even putting higher than that, is Anthony Davis. The Brow. If you haven't seen this guy play, shame on you. He is it. The dude can do a little bit of everything.
Yeah, he's it.
Well, as you guys know, the Pelicans just hired a new coach, Alvin Gentry. And Gentry comes in and he gets Anthony Davis and he has him in the gym working on 3-pointers. He says he wants Anthony Davis to be a 3-point threat. What's your thoughts on that, bro?
Before I even speak on that, Anthony Davis is it. He's one of my favorite players in the NBA. He's going to be one of the best players if he's not already in the NBA.
He's it.
And as far as I'm not mad at Alvin Gentry coming in wanting him to shoot threes. If he's trying to turn him into some stretch 4 and all that, I disagree. I think Anthony Davis needs to be in the paint, on the block, doing what he do, blocking shots, getting offensive rebounds, getting defensive rebounds. I don't know if I want Anthony Davis around the arc, around the perimeter, out there pulling all these jumpers. Now, I've seen a lot of people on Twitter was like, he used to be a guard, so I think he has a jumper. Blah, blah, blah. Anthony Davis is 7 feet. I want my 7-footers. This is me personally. You guys may not agree. I want my 7-footers in the paint, on the box, grabbing boards, blocking shots, developing a post game, shoot, I want them dudes down there causing havoc down there. I really don't want them dudes being stretch 4s out there on the arc, pulling all these threes. Because a lot of these bigs, once these bigs get used to pulling threes, all they want to do is pull threes.
Preach.
That's
what I wanted you to say right there.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
I'm going to tell you what's funny to me. I like Anthony Davis, and I tell you guys this all the time. That's the guy that I missed the boat on. In college, I said, yeah, he's going to be okay. I was wrong. The dude is amazing. He's got a mid-range shot. He's got a decent post game. He's a hell of a defender. He's athletic. He's explosive. He's faster than he looked like he should be. He can do a little bit of everything.
Yep.
To me, why you want to make him Chris Bosh? Y'all cry about Chris Bosh being on the perimeter.
Yeah.
Chris Bosh is 6'10". Y'all cry about him being on the perimeter. Anthony Davis is 6'11", and y'all want him on the perimeter. I'm confused. I don't think it's a right or a wrong. It's just a matter of preference. And I agree with you. For me, I can get some guards in here that can shoot. I can get some specialists who can shoot. Give me Kyle Korver. Give me Mike Miller. I can get some guys who can shoot. I want AD in there being AD. I want him dunking on folks, and I want him high flying. Later in his career, when his athleticism is starting to taper off, then I get him in the gym and I work on his three. That's me. You know, I'm not a coach, but that's how I would address this thing. That's how I would approach it.
And Spade, you know, let's make them the New Orleans Pelicans, not the New Orleans Warriors. You know what I mean? They already got a stretch four on Ryan Anderson. So Ryan Anderson and AD about to be out there shooting threes? Nah,
Ain't
man.
nobody getting no rebounds.
Nah, man. I mean, they ended up signing back a Sheik, but I mean, AD was down there beasting on the boards. You know what I mean? Like, let's build the New Orleans Pelicans. Let's not make Golden State 2.0. Come on, Alvin Gentry. You better than that.
Hey, we're in the minority, bro. Like
I know. We're gonna see.
From what I saw on Twitter, everybody was like, "Spade, what are you talking about? This is a great idea. If he can shoot threes, then he's completely unstoppable." My problem is, if he can shoot threes, then why would he go in? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Sometimes you let the defense off the hook by settling for a jump shot. Just my theory. What else we got, bro?
That's really what I don't like. Because once these bigs start getting used to pulling threes, all they want to do is shoot threes. That's what I'm scared of. It's kind of like, before we move on, Spade, it's kind of like baseball. Like, once you become a home run hitter, you don't get them singles and doubles no more. All you're doing is swinging for power. It's the same thing.
You get home runs and pop outs.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It's the same
pop up flies. That's it.
But moving on. You guys haven't heard, you know, it was the 4th of July. Happy 4th of July, you guys. You know, we didn't see you guys for that. Happy 4th of July. So, you know, a lot of people around the nation shoot off fireworks and all type of things happen. So, you guys haven't heard, Jason Pierre-Paul and this cornerback from the Buccaneers named C.J. Wilson, they blew up their hands. They blew up their Spade. They blew up their fingers, bro. Jason Pierre-Paul, JPP, ended up having a finger amputated. And word on the street is CJ Wilson.
Wait, allegedly.
Allegedly, I'm doing the quote figures. Allegedly. And CJ Wilson, it is reported, allegedly, that he lost about 2 or 3 fingers. Spade, what the heck, bro? Like, what's up, man?
You know,
go ahead, yo.
Stop making me laugh, first of all, because this is very serious.
It is. It's serious.
This is serious. You got to mature yourself.
Yeah.
I got to admit, I'm torn here. Because I know what people going to say. Well, I mean, they just want to enjoy life like the rest of us. People shoot fireworks all the time. True. That's true. But, first of all, how... I don't know. It's a lot of information we don't know.
Yeah.
I hate it. It's very unfortunate for both of these guys. JPP possibly could, I don't know if he have already, but he possibly could have a great deal that was awaiting him snatched off the table. He got the franchise tag put on him. The Giants, members of the Giants organization went to Florida to see him in the hospital to kind of see how bad the injury was. And you know what I'm saying? He disappeared on him. He pulled a David Copperfield. They couldn't find him. They had to leave Florida without even being able to see the extent of his injury.
True.
Also looming in the back is you got law officials down there in Florida like, hold up. In the state of Florida, it's against the law for you to be shooting off fireworks. So now he might possibly have criminal charges as well. And it's just, it could have all been avoided by just taking your group of family, whoever you had with you, take them to see professional fireworks. It don't cost that much. I'm broke and I can go. I know they can afford to go.
Yeah.
Go see professional fireworks.
Right. And you know the funny thing is, JPP, you hiding down there when the Giant officials come down there. Eventually they're going to see that you lost a finger. So I mean, what are you hiding for? Like, what?
Maybe not, because you know linemen can wear those gloves. So you just have a glove. You see what I'm saying? Put the glove on.
I guess. I mean, it's just an unfortunate situation. I'm sorry to be making a joke out of it. But these guys got to be smarter, man. They got to be smarter. I want these guys to be
agreed. All right, man. So as you guys know, we have been compiling our all-time NFL rosters. A miracle happened on the last show. LaParis and myself both chose the exact same backers.
True.
That shocked the hell out of me. Something tells me the same thing won't happen this week. But in case you guys don't know, we've already done our secondary. We've done our linebackers. This week, we are doing our defensive line, and I'm putting you on the hot seat, bro. Give me your 2 defensive ends. Give me both of them.
You want both of them? Well,
both of them.
One side of my defensive end, on one side, I'm going to have Deacon Jones, and on the other side, I'm going to have Reggie White. I want the dude that's notoriously... Now, word on the street is, Deacon Jones is notoriously known for the head slap. Reggie White is known for the hump move. Deacon Jones said he would have the most sacks in NFL history if they was counting sacks when he played. Allegedly, I'm doing allegedly, with the quote fingers, Deacon Jones said he had about 10 sacks in one game back in the day. So give me Deacon Jones, give me Reggie White at my ends, and I think we have a problem on the edge. Go ahead. Who's your defensive end?
I like that. I'm gonna tell you what I did. One of my ends, you can't even debate it. I went Reggie White as well.
Okay.
On the other side, I went a little bit more of a, the fan in me chose this one. And people probably gonna dispute it. This guy, when they talk great defensive ends, his name probably don't come up, but I grew up watching this team a lot because I was crazy about Bo Jackson. Bo Jackson played for this team. But this guy was a great mix of size and power. He wasn't like a speed. You couldn't classify him as a speed rusher or a power rusher. He just did whatever he wanted to do, whatever the situation called for. And I got Howie Long on the other side.
I like Howie.
I like Howie Long, bro.
I like Howie Long. I like that. Now let me... You know what? I don't even want to go first. Defensive tackles. Give me both your DTs.
Okay. Now, I know you well enough to know I'm going to get some flack for this, but I don't think you can argue with this. When you think about defensive tackles, it's really 2 different kinds, right?
Yeah.
You got the guy who takes the double team.
Yeah.
And if he's great at that, he allows that other guy to do wonderful things. Well, to me, the best pass rushing interior lineman ever is Warren Sapp. So you give me Warren Sapp. And I want the Warren Sapp with the cornrows, too, with the tobacco in his lip.
Okay.
I want the Warren Sapp with cornrows and tobacco. And when you talk about that guy who can take the double team, it's not a coincidence that both of these guys are from Miami. But give me big Vince Wilfork on the other side to take the double team, and you watch Sapp get on that quarterback every play. That's what I want.
I'm not mad at that at all. A little bit of a homer. You're a little bit of a homer. I'm not, okay, I'm not mad at you. Shockingly, I took Warren Sapp too. One of the best interior defensive linemen ever. He could play on the outside shoulder of the guard. He could play over the center. Could play over the guard, and could still rush the passer. Can take on the double team and break the double team. So I picked Warren Sapp as well. So Warren Sapp, he's on my squad as well. Love Warren Sapp. And I know a lot of you guys are going to be like, Warren Sapp got some legal issues. We just talking football here. We ain't talking all that off the field crap. If that's the case, we wouldn't fill a team at all. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And my other defensive tackle, give me Mean Joe Green. And I know a lot of you guys are going to be like, Mean Joe Green. Mean Joe Green was a beast. He was the guy, one of the guys that started all that steel curtain crap in Pittsburgh over there. Give me Mean Joe Green and Warren Sapp in the middle, and I think we're going to wreak havoc with my defensive line. That's my defensive line space. I like your defensive line too, man. I think both. Yeah, I think both of us. I think we both building something over here. Can't wait to see what you do on this offensive side of the ball.
Because I'm proud of you. Because that all-time NBA squad you put together was but you have responded well here.
It's chill, bro. Because I think we both building something here. And my NBA team was it. We was it. My NBA team was it. But you got, first of all, Spade, before we move on, leave your defensive linemen in the comment section. Some of you guys are just picking guys because they nice and Matt, and you know what I mean. You guys ain't do no research or nothing. Matt said they good.
They're young, bro.
I mean, I know. Matt said they good, so they think they good. I get it. Matt bring everybody at 99 in Madden right now. But
Right.
but you good, Spade?
Yeah, man, it's been a great show. Let's wrap.
Yeah, man. I mean, as usual, we want you guys to comment on every topic that we talked about. If you're new here, bang the subscribe button up there. If you're a regular here, bang the like button. It takes 2 seconds. Definitely, if you don't want to see our mug shots, all links will be in the description down there below, where you can just download the podcast, hear it on your iPod, on your Samsung. You know what I mean? We everywhere. Also follow our Twitter. That's gonna be down there, man. We everywhere. If you don't have the time to leave us a comment in the comment section, you can always email us. That's going to be down there too, man. We everywhere, man. We want to thank you guys for your continued support. We'll see you guys next episode. Peace.